name is Paige, 24 years old, from Kingston, Jamaica. I'm an art illustrator and muralist. I was born and raised in Kingston. Went to St. George's College before I went to Edna Manley Art School. Studied graphic design and illustration under the BFA program. Grade school, 2-3 grade. I'd always been in trouble for quote unquote not doing work and drawing in class and all of them things there. So, mother used to get called all the time. It's just one of those things, you know. It's just something you know. I think the love was always there. It was nurtured at St. George's College under Miss Forbes, because she kinda saw that the love was there from first form. She wasn't even my teacher in first form, but she came across it and she nurtured it from there. I was always on her trips, even though I wasn't a part of her class and stuff. Museum trips, gallery trips, all of those things. She made sure I was there. So that kind of just festered and built on what was already there. When I decided to go on to art school after I left George's, so I actually missed the application period for the first year after, and I almost went on to UTech to study something else and sit down and talk to my parents, you know, and let them know what was going on. And they decided that if I wanted to wait the year, they'd allow it. So that's what I ended up doing. I skipped a year, worked on some pieces, built a portfolio, then went on to art school the year after. Yeah, man, I'll be a soldier and police, everybody else. Then the youngest one decided to become paint and everything there. So I'm one of the blessed ones still, because my parents, they always support whatever decisions we make. They know how they raised us. They know we're supposed to have a good head on our bodies and know what we're doing. So whatever decisions we make, as long as it's not harmful to anybody else, they'll always support us. Me and my brothers, that is. There's a growing creative landscape in Jamaica, and I'm actually very happy to see people paying attention now and giving it the credit it's due, because as a tourism country, we rely heavily on the creative aspect, what we can offer. So even to give an example, you have Fleet Street. I don't know if you're familiar with the Fleet Street project, but it's basically where we transform an entire road into just one big street art project. It's similar to the favelas, what they do in the favelas in Brazil, but yeah, it went on to become a tourist attraction. Like, people actually fly in just to see what's on Fleet Street and so on. And then it's kind of branching out now with the mayor and KSAC and so on, kind of picking it up, government agencies picking it up and branching it out throughout the cities. I'm actually supposed to be painting in the coming week down at the Kingston Artwork. So yeah, it's a growing industry, and people are finally starting to realize its value. I've actually done paintings a number of places throughout the island, but most recently I worked with the Bob Marley Foundation. I served as an ambassador to the group, and I did a mural over by the museum for their recent birthday celebration. I worked with Kia out of Korea, the Jamaica branch through ATL. I did a mural by the Kia showroom. It's up now. KSAC recently, we're actually doing a series of murals. We're working hand in hand with the Mayor of Kingston. There are 2 completed right now, and the one I mentioned is the 3rd coming up downtown by the Artwork. So there's a number of things. Montego Bay, Senton. People are starting to realize the value of street art and so on. So the industry itself is growing, and a lot of illustrators, people that would only go digitally or paint and canvas traditional thing. They're starting to branch out to further find a new way to express themselves, I guess you could say. So as a trend, I wouldn't say it's a trend, but street art is definitely growing. Digital versus traditional art, there is a difference, but not that much, because to do digital art, you still have to have a pretty good grasp of traditional art, because the programs are made to mirror that feel of paint and canvas, basically. The brush selection, all of those things is just, the only difference is you have a stylus and a screen instead of paint and canvas, but it's I wouldn't say the exact, but they try to get it as close as possible. So you still need to have a grasp of the traditional. I try to always be working. I try to do 4 to 5 illustrations a week to just keep in practice, keep my trust away. Yeah, so there's a lot of throwaway pieces I do for practice purposes, as I said, that I don't necessarily share or show to the public, but I try to always be working. For me, I try to always find new ways to do things. With my illustration, where I got to a point where I felt like I was comfortable, or where I felt like I've been doing it this way for a long while, I started to branch out into animation and so on. So it's just, I always seek to grow. I don't try to sit in one thing too long. My aim as an illustrator is to be able to continue illustrating, to create things that allow me to do what I continue doing, what I love. It's a thing where you just do what you love and the opportunity will present itself. You're genuine in what you want to do. People will see it and the opportunities will come around.